Hi everyone, Mark Kwok here. Today we're talking footwear because you know that I have a problem with too many shoes. But I got these several months ago. They're an icon out there. Today we're talking about the R.M. Williams Comfort Craftsman. So what are these shoes? These are a Chelsea boot. You can tell by the nature of this, there's no laces or anything like that. There's this elastic on the sides. This is by a company called R.M. Williams, and it is an Australian company. Super popular and iconic actually for this very boot here. This is probably one of their most popular shoes. The Craftsman series comes in a bunch of different flavors and different colors, textures. So first off, Chelsea boots. Do you need them? No, but they are a very timeless and well-regarded type of boot. And if you like this design, this sort of like elastic, really easy to put on, classy, yet also can be somewhat rugged, this is a great shoe that I think you can have for the rest of your life. So let's talk about R.M. Williams for a moment. This company's been around for like 90 years. So it has a tried and true history. It's been going a long time. Anytime I look on lists where it's talking about Chelsea boots, if you're into this design or you're in the market for this design, R.M. Williams is going to always be on that list somewhere. Either it's on the top saying this is the one you should get, or it's probably second or third place at worst. So first off, the biggest pro is gonna be quality. These are high quality boots, and you can just tell the moment you handle them, you're like, okay, these are high quality. So they're made of yearling leather, which I didn't even know what that was. I think it ends up being like a calf that's only 1 year old. Seems a little cruel, but maybe there's like some reason that they use yearling leather for this. Makes it real soft, makes it real nice and buttery, which I think helps for the feel, but also the look, the quality just kind of oozes from it. Another thing is that this is done from one continuous piece of leather, which I think indicates quality and something around like not cutting corners. So oftentimes with these sort of boots, you will see at the side here, there's like a stitch, or on this side as well. And that's to indicate that, hey, this is one piece of leather stitched onto another piece of leather, which isn't a bad thing to do, but R.M. Williams decides to kind of go the extra mile, I'd say, and they just wrap this whole thing around just one piece. There's no seams except the very back where you just tie it together. That's it. So it is truly kind of a masterful thing in leatherworking. Number 2 pro is aesthetics. I do think that these Chelsea boots are simple, clean, easy, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for something overtly in one direction or the other, too rugged or too chic or too slimmed down or what have you. This is a good middle ground, and I think that the design is quite timeless. Like, you're not gonna find these to be trendy in one way, shape, or form, so it'll last the long haul. And number 3, comfort. Aesthetics, quality, comfort. I mean, what else do you need from a shoe? Like, that's kind of the trifecta. When it comes to comfort on these, I'd say that, they're not gonna be as comfortable as a pair of Nikes, but they are for like dress shoes or leather shoes that have like a sole like this. I think these are quite comfortable. Now let's go into cons per usual. So there are a couple, I'd say. I do like these boots. I'd say overall, let's say thumbs up from me. But one of the things is actually a bit of a nitpick. R.M. Williams is known to actually put a front tab here and a back tab here. Now this is practically great because you can pull the boots up with, just using this and this as a way to put it up. So sometimes when you're wearing this thing and you have pants on, the pants will ride up because maybe you're sitting down and the pants go higher. And then they bunch up on top of this. But this front tab just looks bad, to be honest. Like, if this wasn't here and then everything bunches up and you see just the back tab, it's a lot more normal to me. Having the front tab, you will notice, you just gotta be vigilant. Look down at your feet and be like, oh, okay, like my pants have bunched up, and put the pants over it so that you could cover this front part. So number 2, oftentimes a con is that this is, with the high quality and the brand and everything like that, is an expensive piece. We're talking $500 for a pair of boots. I got them on sale for way less than that, but those sales aren't easy to come by, to be frank. You're gonna probably pay retail for these. I think leather boots in general cost a lot of money. I have other boots that are like in that similar price range, and you get the quality for the price that you pay. But just know ahead of time, hey, I'm gonna have to make an investment here. I'm gonna have to put way more money than I would on a pair of sneakers or a lower pair of dress shoes. The truth is, with it being so expensive, there are a ton of substitutes out there. Like, a couple that come to my mind, like Doc Martens, right? Like, they're a little bit different style, but their Chelsea boot is quite popular. $170 maybe. There's a boot company called Beckett Simonon or a Thursday boot company. These are a little bit cheaper, a little bit less quality, but they have the same aesthetic and they do a great job as well. So just keep that in mind as far as value goes. There are substitutes, but I do think that if you pay the extra, you will kind of get your money's worth with this. Now, the last con is, both with regards to this boot, but also Chelsea boots in general, but the versatility is a little bit more limited. I find myself having to kind of figure out how to dress these more than just like other boots where I just put them on and I feel like I could just leave the house, no problem. They are a bit more chic, right? Especially in black leather, the smoother leather like this. With that, you're gonna have to find out the right pants to wear. Like, they looking good in some pants, but not in others. Just keep that in mind. The versatility will be a little bit more limited with these shoes. You just gotta be a little bit more creative on how you wanna dress these up for you to get the optimal look. So overall, do I recommend these shoes? I'd say if you're in the market for a Chelsea boot, you like high quality boots, you have a collection of them, or you just like boots in general, you have like an enthusiasm for them, then this is an iconic piece. That being said, do some research on whether a Chelsea is even worth it for you. Also, even if you want a Chelsea, but you're not really like sure if that will be a look that you like or want to go to, try one of the cheaper versions out there first. Like, knock them up, use them. Maybe you just don't end up using them and you won't, spend $500 on these eventually, And so take the test run or something and do that instead. All right, so the RM Comfort Craftsman boot, one of my favorite things that you should take a look into. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Mark Kwok. I'll see you guys on the next one.